Hey, good morning, all you powerful beings. Happy Tuesday to you. It is May 23rd, 2023. So 5/23/23, 555. So I had to look up what, in numerology, what is 555. And it is a symbolism or a meaning from your angels, angel guides, of positive change and new beginnings. And I am feeling that energy. I don't know about you guys, but I wanted to talk to you guys and follow up from a video I did the other day. And it was about really remembering how powerful you are, that you are a powerful being. And that is how I greet you all when I do these videos and speak to you from a spiritual capacity. And I do so because that is the truth of who you are. You are a very powerful being. You are more than just the physical body. You are more than your mind. You are more than what your physical senses can tell you that you are. Humanity is going through an evolution, an upgrade. And in that evolution or the upgrade for humanity, it is what we are calling an ascension. And essentially, what that means is that the human is raising its level of consciousness. Consciousness. It's a level of awareness. Consciousness is what is everything. Consciousness is in everything, and everything is consciousness. It is the building block for matter. Consciousness is what summons energy to move the infinite particles of creation into form for our physical experience. And we are that consciousness. We have focused our consciousness, our individual sovereign being consciousness, into these physical forms, which we call our physical bodies, our human aspect. And it is only one part of our multi-dimensionality as a being, as your consciousness. Ascending in physical form. So we are consciousness that comes from the non-physical, that we are multi-dimensional, which means we are existing in multiple dimensions at once as your signature frequency of your soul being, the non-physical self of you. You have a signature frequency which is your personality that comes into this physical form. And as a multi-dimensional being that was in non-physical form, you focused yourself into the dimensionality of the third dimension, which is one where you come into physical form and you experience yourself being separate from the God aspect that you are, your multidimensionality. And in the third dimension, there's an agreement where you know that you are going to forget that you are source, that you are the multidimensional being that you are the creator of all of this creation, the universe, the solar system, the sun, the moon, the earth, nature, the whole biome of how it all works. You are the creator of that. And you wanted to experience it without knowing that you were the creator. It is what they call the grand experiment or the game. And as the human species that you focused yourself into, we are at a point in a timeline where we are remembering the truth of who we are. And it's the first time for human species and Earth to move through an ascension process at the same time while raising its level of frequency. So when you raise your level of consciousness, you raise your level of frequency. The more light you take in, the higher your frequency goes, the more expanded in consciousness that you are. Mother Earth Gaia and humanity are evolving into a new state of consciousness, a new frequency, which is moving us into a fifth dimension. This is where we are multi-dimensional beings. We are focusing ourselves and our consciousness so that it is in a state of the fifth dimension. You have free will as the human, and you can choose on where you focus your consciousness. Now, there is a divine plan from your higher self, the non-physical multidimensional being, the soul, the spirit self, the fractal light of God that you are, that when you're human lets go of control and identifies and brings in and embodies and becomes realized, when your human realizes that there is something more going on than just the physical body and the brain, it's what we call becoming realized. And you embody more of your soul, more of your spirit. You embody more light. You embody more of your God aspect. And this is where your power, your true power, comes from. Your power from love. Your power in harmony. Your power in connection with the absolute power source that you are. The light that created everything, which is love. Love and light. Harmony, beauty, wealth, abundance, connections, synchronicities, magic, miracles become the normal. As the guides say, you're going to have to come up with new vocabulary because it'll seem so normal, the synchronicities and the magic and the miracles that are happening in your life once you become realized. When you realize the truth of who you are and you embody and you call in every aspect of yourself, all the light that you are, that the magic and the miracles and the synchronicities and the flow and love and joy, peace, harmony, and beauty, and wealth is going to be so normal. This is where we are going. This is the future. But you do have to awaken to the truth. You do have to be a willing participant to step forward and allow the light in, to not fear your own power, to not fear your own light. One of the biggest barriers to coming into enlightenment, into realization, to embody all the truth of who you are, is to know that you are worthy of it. There has been millennia of conditioning on the human construct, of the human system, the brain, the remembering, the vibration and the frequency, the low dense frequency of the third dimension, of being separate from source and therefore being less than, and having a programming that you are faulty, that you are imperfect, that you fell from grace, that you did something wrong and you need to repent. The whole system was designed for you to have experiences that were not divine. There is no God, a man with a white beard, sitting on a cloud, judging you. It's just not how it works. He's not judging you, and he's not judging your neighbor for all the things that you might be judging your neighbor for. For you are your neighbor. We are all God. We are all the same consciousness. Just here having individualized experiences now, knowing that we are God in physical form. That is the remembering. But we designed the third dimension to come in and have experiences and to learn more of what we are through the experiences of what we're not. We designed it that way. It's perfect. There's no judgment on it. And the way we move out of the third dimension is to not judge it, to know that we created it perfectly just as it is. And we expanded our level of consciousness through that of what we are not. There's no judgment on it. And in fact, in the fifth dimension, there is no forgiveness. The language doesn't even translate because there is nothing to forgive, for it is all perfect. It was designed that way. The fourth dimension we don't speak of very often, but it's moving from the third dimension into the fourth dimension when you start to realize, oh wait, there's something more here going on. I am more than this physical body. I'm more than just this thinking mind that has all these thoughts. I can change. I can transform. I can forgive. I can heal. I can heal my emotional body. I can release traumas that happened from previous lives, my ancestors, from my childhood. I can heal and let that go, and I can work with my inner child, and I can do all of this healing to release this low, dense frequency, the karma, the belief system, the limiting beliefs that have been created, the imprinting upon my energetic system, releasing that, letting go. And we can get caught in a loop in the fourth dimension of just continually healing. There's something more I need to do. I'm not worthy yet. There's still more I need to do in order to be worthy of the God aspect of that I am, of moving into the fifth dimension. And that's all perfect and beautiful and great. It's part of the system of moving from the third through the fourth of transformation and into the fifth. But there has to come a time, and we are in that time now, where we realize that we created all of it and it's perfect, and there is nothing to forgive. There is nothing to heal from. You are everything you wish to be. You already are. You are all things. All things are you. This is the true release of karma. This is what takes you off of the karmic wheel, is to know that you are the creator of the system, and that it is your belief in your own sin or your own failures or your own judgment of yourself or the judgment of your neighbor that keeps you in the karmic loop, that keeps you in a low dense frequency energy field, which is a lower state of consciousness, which is a lower frequency, which is a denser physical body and a denser cellular makeup, less light. Therefore, you are going to have experiences that reflect that, because we live in a magnetic universe. The vibration and frequency and the amount of light that you emit is the physical experience that you are going to have mirrored back to you. So much of the time we get caught up in what is being mirrored back to us, and that is the karmic loop of keeping you into a low, dense frequency energy experience. It's when you can break free and not judge the world outside of you, knowing that it is a creation from a past energetic experience, and that what you focus on and the energy and the light and the love that you draw from the truth of who you are from the center, from your heart space, is creating the new earth, is creating your new reality all the time. It'll reflect back to you that of what you are emitting: more light, more love, more consciousness, a higher state of frequency. This is the true release from the fourth dimension and moving yourself into the fifth. So I just wanted to expand a little bit on what it means to be multi-dimensional. And there's aspects beyond this as well that we can talk about, and what that means, and different timelines and converging of timelines, and how that happens in the fifth dimension, and how time is linear in the third dimension versus in the fifth dimension. Time becomes a tool for you to move from different timeline experiences, to focus yourselves into different multi-dimensional experiences. As your being, you are in control of time. Time is a tool. You can use it for travel. Essentially, it's a tool for time traveling, where you are picking points in specific timelines that you can go back to and focus yourself into the consciousness of that point in a timeline and experience it from new levels of consciousness. You are forever expanding, and there is only more and more and more. This never ends. You never die. You never die. You just transform. Let that fear be gone. So I think I'll wrap it up for there. There is no death. You're a multidimensional being. And we are in new times. We are in new beginnings. We really are, from the point of view of the earth and her vibration and her frequency, humanity. We have never been at this level of consciousness collectively, and where we're at with a specific group of humans who are awakened at this time. And if that is you, it is so important that you stay focused and don't get drawn into the events that are happening on the earth plane right now, collectively and individually. That you stay in your heart, you stay in love, you stay in peace, you stay in harmony, non-judgment of yourself and of your neighbors. To know that being in the human form and physical, that it is part of the experience to be imperfect. You are wanting that, even as we move into the fifth dimension. As long as we are in physical form, there is some aspect of separation from source. So, happy Tuesday. I hope there's some information in here that you find useful, and enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Take care, everyone.